Now I know why ladies all do the videos first. It is midnight of November the 4th. Actually, now, since it's midnight, it's November the 5th. We are
3 days, 3 days and 5 hours away from
finishing our visa process in Mexico. We did the certification process. I guess the consulate went to the consulate in August and got our 190 days to
180 days.
Oh, it tells you how late and tired it is. 180 days to be able. We're putting all of this out there. 180 days to be able to go to Mexico and complete the temporary residency process. We leave on November the 9th, and we're tired. We are frustrated because we originally were going to go into Puerto Vallarta, and we found out that the process was quicker in Mexico. Unlike a lot of people, we don't have a month. We don't have 30 days to be in country. So we had already made the flights to Puerto Vallarta. So we're going to bounce from Puerto Vallarta into Mexico.
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Thank you. We made some flights, some connecting flights the other day on a site. And last night, today they sent us a notice and said, "Oh, those flights have been canceled, and you will be refunded."
So now we've got money that they're waiting to take out. They're already going to take out of our account. So just frustrated with that. We're frustrated because we knew we had a limited amount of time. We interviewed a couple of facilitators because we knew we were going to need help and wanted to get it right the first time. Numerous conversations, decided to pay about halfway through October for the facilitator sent the paperwork and then silence. So that's not my normal, that's not how I operate. But we've really been watching a lot of videos and been in a lot of communities where people are sharing, look, the way they do things in Mexico is different from how they do things in the US. So we've just been super conscious of wanting to be sensitive to another way another culture does business. Right. I expect, especially after asking questions and laying down money and kind of putting out there what my expectations are, that we're going to be able to work together. But I'm seeing more information from my facilitator in these residency groups than her direct communication with us about the process. I mean, something as simple as, what line do I get in? Every video we watch has said, get in the correct line and make sure they stamp, if they're at one of the pilot sites, they stamp CANJE and that they put 30 days. I have gotten none of that. I have asked specifically through voice recording and written requests for information. What do we need to do at the airport? How will we know? What are you doing? What information are you preparing for us? It's just nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and it adds to the natural anxiety that comes with, we don't know. And I mean, this is time, this is money, this is an investment that we want to make, and we want to make that investment. When we went to the consulate to start the process, again, it was a pretty nerve-wracking process, but it was how would the people completing the process respond to us? I mean, everything else we had exactly as we had seen it in any process that had been given to us, and a lot of that stuff, as you hear, a lot of that stuff in that interview process wasn't required. But that was a couple of hours away to an embassy in this country. We're getting on a plane and flying out of country
with a language we don't know,
with the language we haven't mastered, and trying to avoid anxiety being our process. So we wanted to make sure while we were in the middle of this emotion to be able to say how we felt about it, where we were. Yeah.
But and still really excited to have the opportunity to do it. So I always say, I'm going to prepare as much as I can prepare. I'm going to be really upset if we have hired someone and they don't come through. And so we're out of that money because we're depending on what we thought what we were doing is purchasing knowledge, purchasing that leg up for information, and it's not there. But not with Miss D. I'm always going to come with what I know and do the best with what we have. So we're not giving up.
We're going in as prepared as we can be. We're going to enjoy this trip, and we're going to do everything we can. If it takes us all 9 days.
We will get it done.
We're going to get it done.
Might lose a lot of money in the process, but we're going to get it done because my dream is worth, our dream is worth
it.
The investment. Absolutely.
And we're committed to this, and we're doing it together.
Absolutely.
And that's a big deal. But we're going to try to get some sleep because tomorrow's another busy day of trying to figure this stuff out. So, we're Herman.
And Dee. Good night.